got made fun of for my shirt. I figured I'd hold it longer. I'm your humble host, Stephen McCollum. You know him as 17-year NFL veteran, 3-time Super Bowl champion for your Dallas Cowboys. We are a week and a half away from the NFL draft. Dale Hillistrace here, everybody.
Good morning, Stephen. You know, the one thing is because you now do your business show before our show, which is, it changed maybe 6 weeks ago, a month ago?
A couple months ago.
And you put a jacket on for your business show.
I dress up.
And then you take it off for our show.
You want me to go put it back on?
Well, I just think it kind of shows a little disrespect towards me and Kobe.
I wear a polo shirt most days. Says the guy that wears SCA shirt. You don't even coach there anymore. You don't even have kids there. You don't coach there. No grandkids are going there. Well, talk about disrespect.
Well, I'm going to wear these till they
get old enough?
till they fall apart. Then I go buy some new gear, or maybe coach 1 year so I get some.
Yeah, exactly. I'll come back and can I coach this year?
What's the stipend on gear?
I need more gear. What do you mean it's disrespectful?
Jeez, I think you're just doing our audience a disfavor.
I'm not gonna lie. I woke up this morning and was like, it's gonna supposed to rain today maybe, and I'm like, I'm just gonna take it easy today. But this shirt does look like it's all wrinkled.
It looks like it's a workout shirt. Like after this, you're going to the gym.
Yeah. Let's pretend I'm going to the gym later on. I'm gonna drive by the gym. I'm gonna drive by about 6 of them on the way back.
Are you?
Yeah. I might even just pull into a parking lot just like out by my place. There's an LA Fitness in the same parking lot as a In-N-Out Burger. So and the line goes right in front of it. So I like to get in that like pretend like I'm going into a parking spot.
Right.
And then just swerve into the In-N-Out line. Place my order. just fake it out. Dale, how was your weekend? By the way, happy WrestleMania week.
Oh,
for those of you that participate.
Yes.
Are we going this weekend?
No.
You and me?
No.
You don't even a free trip to Vegas. I told you I'll take care of your hotel, your transportation there.
What happens if I go with you and then I do a little bit of that Sanchez thing and get in a fight on the sidewalk, like we're in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And I spend the next day in jail,
well,
so
I don't
have to go.
I'll bail you out. I'll be like, he's got to get to WrestleMania. How much? How much is this going to cost? Take my money. Look, I'll have him right back. Right after WrestleMania, I'll bring him right back for you.
Well, before we look forward, I want to hear what you didn't sound real excited about Saturday night yet. I'm reading about it on ESPN.
Oh, you're talking about the fights?
Yeah.
I thought you're gonna throw me under the bus on the other thing.
No.
The UFC fights.
Yeah.
No, they were good fights. I told you they were good fights.
You were very blasé about it.
Well, I was doing 2 things at the same time, so your excitement kind of,
Okay,
I wasn't happy with the final fight. I'll put it that way.
Oh,
that really put a damper in the evening.
Really?
I was really looking forward to it. The main event, the Oberg fight there with Prochazka. I was really looking forward to it. Knock it. What just happened? And we were walking down to the press conference, and all I saw was I saw Oberg on top of him, and I went, "Are you freaking kidding me right now?" I just turned it off. And then there's another kid there that does some media stuff, and he goes, "Your boy just lost," and I was like, "Yeah, thanks, buddy."
So did you have money on Oberg?
I put $5 on a bunch of fighters. Yeah, I make a whopping like $8 a weekend gambling that.
Okay.
That's what people don't get. People are like, "Oh, you're a sports gambler." No, I'm not. I just have some fun with it because Lou comes on here and it's fun.
How did Lou's picks do? Do you keep track of those? Or
I do not. He does, but I do not. Because when he's in here on Thursday, it's based off of Thursday, and then Friday with the weigh-ins, he does sometimes change them and stuff like that with new information that comes out,
right,
and stuff like that. So I don't keep track of them and write them down. I probably should. He'd make sure he's honest.
Yeah, on ESPN, it says 327 Fallout fight grades. Nearly every UFC 327 bout exceeds expectations.
Really?
Yeah.
And the prelim side, I thought there were some. I thought there were some duds in the prelim side, but the main event card was really nice. I enjoyed it a lot. A lot of, a lot of aggressiveness. A lot of what I expected. Oh my god, the best one was the Curtis Blades and Josh Hokic. I lost that one. I'm just a big Blades fan.
Right.
But these two guys, Dale, they're just heavyweights. In the first round, they're just all into it, and then second round, they just slow down to the point where they're literally just hitting each other in the face, and they're both standing there just taking it. And then you just see another. Then you see them like, oh, like tiredly, like swinging at each other. It was just like this giant tired fest. But they were slugging it out. Hokic's white shorts were red. He had so much blood all over him and everything. And they were just sitting there. And I was just like, I actually, because I chart the Rattlers games, that's where I was. I chart them. And there were times where I was like having a hard time. And it was like right around halftime. So I got to see a lot of it uninterrupted. But I'm sitting there and I'm like missing stuff on the field. And like, okay, what was that? Because there's these two guys, these two giant men are just standing there wailing on each other. It was so great. It was so freaking great.
I think I saw highlights of that one. But did you know that Oberg won the title but blew out his knee?
Yeah, that's what I read afterwards. I didn't know that in the moment because I didn't have the sound up and things like that. Yeah.
I guess they say potentially blows out.
First round, 345. Yeah. Yuri, you let me down.
Hey.
So high on him going into that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I read afterwards. Like I said, I did not have the sound up, so I couldn't hear the commentating and stuff to that effect. But yeah, that's what they said. So it's a potential. It's not an official.
Well, it just said potential.
Yeah, because after the fight, they were talking about how it's even more amazing he did it,
right?
Because of his knee situation and everything. But no, it was a good fight. You should have watched him. You were out barbecuing with the buds, and we can't have manly things on the television while we're barbecuing with the buds. That's why I'm not invited. That's the real reason I'm not invited, folks. I'm too manly for the Dale and his buddies.
I think that you come around and you criticize the chicken. The steak could be a little.
That's the problem. You're barbecuing chicken. Like I said, and the steaks, I'm too manly.
And the steaks would be either too done or not done enough. And I just have a feeling.
Folks, I'm too man. I bring the UFC with me. I bring manliness with me, and Dale and his buddies are like, oh, can we put the Cupcake Divas back on the Hallmark Channel?
Wow, boy. So what else did you do? So my weekend was really not a whole lot of sports. A lot of Masters.
Yeah,
enjoyed that.
I did watch a lot. I was busy running around doing errands all weekend, but I did catch a lot of the Masters.
I watched a lot of that. Watched your sons.
You turned into that? Autumn texted me yesterday and goes, "I'm watching the G League Suns tonight," and I'm like, "Why? Just turn it off. Just turn."
Oh, I did not. I did not spend much time.
Yeah. I was just like, what? You like to torture yourself?
My beloved Diamondbacks keep winning series.
Yeah,
Steve.
that's fun. I enjoy the weekend day games. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
Yeah.
I like having the games done by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Move on with your day.
Do they play all their games on the East Coast?
Yes, I do like, especially if they're going to win.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I do like them. I'm not going to lie to you. Saturday and Sunday was fun with those in the morning. Well, you had Graham's T-ball. I saw your brother. You said you call your brother. I took a day off of work to come to this.
Yeah, well, he's got so much stinking vacation time. He doesn't know what to do with it.
Better start taking it, man. Their postal service. Better start taking it now.
Yeah, he said that he's heard some interesting things. So
they might not be allowing you to pay them out soon. So start taking them now.
Kind of crazy, but hey, it's a day off, Graham. Graham had a very good game, and he's enjoying sports. We took him to In-N-Out afterwards.
Ooh.
Right now
he's in and out.
He's practicing basketball, playing baseball, and
does he like baseball?
Starting to.
Is he? Okay. Because I could never get into baseball. It was too slow of a sport for me.
Yeah. He's starting to. So.
Really? All right. Well, I mean, that's what his dad did, obviously.
Yes.
And is Graham a righty or a lefty?
Graham is a righty.
Don't put him on the mound then. If he was a lefty, put him on the mound, but otherwise don't.
Well, I told Scott when he was growing up, I said, maybe he should just tie his right hand behind his back. And,
so he could throw left. Yeah, because you can train yourself to do it.
Yeah.
Especially if you're that young, you can do it.
But anyway,
Yeah.
That was fun, and they had a baby shower for
Oh, that's right.
Hillary at Moon Valley. She's due next month with their third. So welcoming another Stockwell to this world.
Do we know if it's a boy or a girl, right?
Yeah, it's the baby's name's gonna be Avery.
That's right, Avery.
Avery.
I was pretty
Stockwell.
sure it was a girl, but I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I was going to remember if we said it on air or not. That's why I phrased it that way to handle that. Yeah.
No, baby girl, and
oh, so Graham's gonna have 2 sisters.
yeah, we've been talking to him about it, and I said, Graham, you're the oldest. I'm the oldest. Your dad was the oldest, and your mom was the oldest, and you got to protect the young ones.
He's like, oh, I got him.
Yeah.
Uncle Steven taught me some words I can use.
Yeah. Yeah, that goes over really good in kindergarten.
He never got in trouble.
Who'd you hear that from? Uncle Steve.
Yeah, on the radio. Wait, what?
He used to call you Big Steve.
Big Steve, that's what I forget about that nickname.
Yeah, Big Steve.
I forget about that nickname and everything, but yeah. So that was your weekend, nice and easy, huh?
Very, very nice and easy. Grilled on Saturday night, watched Masters, and played golf on Friday.
Yeah, how'd you do? Did you steal some money from those old cooters?
I did not. But I only lost $15.
Oh,
which I consider a win, because you start off by putting 40 in the pot.
Oh, so you basically paid a $15 green fee.
Right. Because golf is free, kind of.
Yeah. Well,
Kind of.
No, you pay for it.
Yeah.
It's just you pay for it in a different way.
You just feel so good because you're playing golf for free.
Yeah, that's how you convince yourself it's worth it. Well, I'd spend this money. No, you wouldn't. Green fees aren't that much. And you got to utilize the Moon Valley thing for the baby shower?
Yes, they did a fantastic
Do
show.
they charge you extra when you do the clubhouse stuff?
I mean, you pay for the event.
That's what I mean. But they don't. But
you actually get a discount. Like if you would come, well, you know me, so
I just name
I
drop
may
you.
or may not tell them to give you a discount.
I just name drop you. Be like, Hello Straight told me to come.
Yeah, and they'll go.
Yeah,
he's behind on his dues.
Yeah, exactly. He told me to charge you double. Actually, sir, it's right here. If McCollum shows up, charge double. I'll be like, he told him to charge me double before I even showed up here. Yeah, it's been on our thing for about 6 months.
In case Steve shows up. No, it's fascinating because this couple, along with some other people, investors, bought the club about a year ago, 9 months ago. And they've been slowly refurbishing things, redoing things. The course is in great shape. They made some alterations there. And updating the clubhouse. And you're always just a little bit afraid when you host your first, like, kind of shindig.
Yeah.
Like, is the food going to be good? Because there's no track record.
Yes.
And they went above and beyond. Brooke said that the lady part of the ownership was there almost the whole time, and
really
they just knocked it out of the park.
That's good. You know, when the owners or somebody in the management side is there the whole time, they're not just relying on, like there's always somebody in charge. I'm talking about top tier people there. That's where they care and want it done and everything. So there you go.
Yep. So
Look
good.
I didn't know they got bought out.
Yeah, they purchased it, and so far so good. We got in at the right time on the initiation fee.
That's what I was going to say, because that's probably gone up.
It's gone up a little bit. So
yeah, because I was looking, but it ain't worth it now. It ain't worth it now.
Well, the one thing that's awesome about it, we basically live across the street.
That's what I was going to say. For me to get there,
it would be stupid.
Yeah. Well, you just don't want me in your neighborhood.
We don't want you in charge of the HOA. You put one in, even though we don't have one.
No, I wouldn't. Because
I need to be president.
No, because that's the problem. Because I'd have to be president. And I don't want that. I'd be like, no HOA, because somehow I'll get elected and never be kicked off of it. Always be on there. I do have a busy week. I do have my HOA meeting this week.
Do you?
So we'll see. Yeah,
now, do you send out an agenda, or do you get?
Yeah, legally you have. I don't do it. but yeah, legally.
Oh, you
yeah.
do? Okay. So then people can already get their arguments and
pitchforks out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even look this weekend. That's how much I didn't pay attention. I'm assuming it came out this weekend. Do you want to go over it, Dale? You want to go over it with me?
Well, I just want to know what you have to get ready for. What questions are going to be asked?
Oh no, I just.
Are the dues going up? That's the only question.
Well, that'll be a
Oh!
October. No, that'll be an October-November thing.
But they're going up.
Hopefully not. It went up a lot last year. Because, well, if you don't know, water's through the roof, electricity's through the roof, insurance is through the roof.
And do you have to do insurance on all of the, what do they call it, NAOS, or the property that,
Yes.
that nobody has a house on
Yes. Everything.
in case somebody gets hurt?
Playgrounds, and we're a large community, 1,900 something homes. So all the play areas, all the retention basins, the trees. Oh yeah, it's. We have a dog park, so that's a lot.
Oh.
Stuff to that. Yeah. Yeah. No, you have to do all that stuff. So it's a pretty penny. And if you don't know, insurance rates have gone up about 45% over the last 3 years.
Really?
Yeah, and then we're making same thing with water because we have data centers out by us where we live there in Mesa.
Yeah.
So Mesa changed their pricing to where now it's like, if you hit certain water levels, you get fined. Like we didn't reseed last year for a couple reasons. One, to let our grass rest, but two, to stay underneath that threshold of a large fine, from the city. But then because we have so much grass, we're on the data center, pricing plan, which isn't cheap on top of it.
I thought the data centers had to supply their own water.
Yeah, maybe nowadays, but at the beginning they didn't.
Okay.
Because we've had a few out there for a few years now. And then we're out there by where Meta's building
Okay.
and everything. But no, it's all changed and stuff, so it's killing us. But so hopefully we're doing some things to mitigate the prices and everything. But it still hurts. We all know that. I mean, pay your bills. Yeah, let's see how much they've gone up, folks. Oh, that's so bad. But that's Wednesday. That's Thursday, I think, this week. So
Okay.
there we go.
Well, what'd you do this weekend? You
A lot of Masters.
okay?
D-backs, a lot of D-backs.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I like the D-backs radio crew better than I like their TV crew. I love Bob Brenly, though. Love me some Bob Brenly. But he's not on the road trips.
So basically, you're just telling me that you don't like one guy.
So I said it politely, but thanks for calling me out, Dale. Yeah.
Well, you said-
Bethune's probably a nice dude. I don't want to knock him. It's just
You just don't like to listen
it's not
to
my
him.
style. It's not my style of baseball. It's not exciting enough. It's kind of just like soothing sounds if you want to take a nap.
Okay.
But it's not bad. It's just not my style. So that's how I'll phrase that. So I drove around a little bit on Saturday. My daughter, Ethan was at Knott's Berry Farm, so we got back late
Oh,
Saturday
that's right.
night.
How'd that
and
go?
everything. Good. He had a good time.
Anybody get in trouble?
They
Anybody
got-
get
they got-
lost?
They got a little bit of trouble, but
Yeah.
hey, they're kids. What do you expect?
Okay.
Oh,
Nobody got suspended.
Nobody got suspended. Nobody got kicked out. We had
Okay.
security called on them because adults. The story I heard of the story from two different people. One, the kids, and two, the adults.
Okay.
Okay.
Did they match?
Yes.
Okay.
They ran into now it's California. They ran into somebody who's super sensitive about the way some people talk. They were playing a game, that imposter game where you can guess things or whatever. You you can guess. A word comes up and you have to guess what that word is. And they were just having some fun with it, laughing or whatever. And one of those California people got a little short in the shorts. That how dare they phrase it a certain way, and it wasn't bad, but certain people will they're
Where
offended
were
by
they?
everything. Knott's Berry Farm in line for a ride.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to be delicate here. Somebody on a certain side of the political spectrum who's offended by everything in the world
Okay.
took offense to it and called security on him.
Called security
Yep.
for a phrase.
And then I guess the security person was pretty rude to him and stuff because also on that side of things also. And I go, hey, it's California. What do you expect?
Wow.
It was great. That was a great story. But yeah, that stuff happens. The kids don't know. Hey, you live in Arizona. Over there, it's a different world.
It is a different world.
Let's just put it that way. It's
Yeah.
a different world over there. When we went on that ghost tour when we were in San Diego last year, literally our ghost person, I'll never forget this, goes, no vaping. I'm allergic to this. Like, she literally does her pronouns. I don't care. If that's your style, that's your style. Whatever. But then she goes into all the things she's allergic to and what you can't do around her before she even started the ghost tour. And you're just sitting there like, so don't be myself? I have to change because of you? And also, there's no way you're allergic to all of those things. How are you alive right now if that's possible?
That, and number two, why don't you go get a desk job?
That was my issue. Was like, really? Literally rattled off like 6 things that, can't do this because I'm allergic to it. I can't do this, and I'm this, and I'm just like, lady, I can't keep that straight. I don't even know what my ailments are. You want me to keep yours straight? But yeah, that's California for you, whatever. So I know Saturday morning just hung out with Ireland and her friend were over, so they just kind of hung out. Had to run some errands and do some of my other business stuff this weekend in the morning. Then a lot of Masters, baseball, UFC, Rattlers game Saturday night. Occupied that. Then yesterday was I had to go over to the house my dad's working on and stuff and look at some stuff with them. So I had to go do that for a little bit.
Have you gave him a speed up order? Or?
Yes.
Have you had to say, hey, we're gonna start getting fined for every day over?
It's been over, Dale. It's been over a year. But there was a lot of pipe. They had to dig up the flooring and stuff and like redo pipes and everything stuff. It's almost done. I think it's almost done, folks. Almost done.
So did he go into this not thinking it was going to be this big of a project?
No, when he started it, it was just going to be like a paint and doors type thing.
Yeah.
End up having to dig up floors because of some piping issues.
Okay.
It's been a deal. Plus, when you only work, he's retired. I'm not expecting him to work 8 hours a day, but he's doing it so my nephews can, do something with their lives. They're watching.
I'm staying away.
They're listening. But no, he wanted them to kind of like get involved with it and learn how to do basic things, like, stuff like that. And then, they lose interest and then stuff like that. And then he can only work 2-3 hours a day. So it takes a while.
Okay.
So let him go. But I'm about to send Riley in there this week and be like, all right, get going on what's not done. Let's get this bad boy done.
Okay.
Tired of waiting a year. So I had to go over there yesterday morning, deal with that. And then just hung out at the house yesterday. Watched Rory's win. Watched Scheffler miss the putt on 17 to tie it up. Didn't get another opportunity.
Scheffler. Thought he might be able to find a way.
And then D-backs game, of course. And then yesterday with NASCAR, Bristol yesterday. And just relaxed. Got caught up with Ethan because I didn't get to see him on Saturday when he got back very much. Because we were at we were on the Glendale there and everything. So that was my weekend. Nice, relaxing weekend. Of getting some stuff done.
Okay.
Yay, team! And today I gotta talk to my attorney, Dale. That'll be a fun day. Look forward to
that. I'm not even gonna ask.
Kitty Mesa.
What did
tenant
you do
issue?
This time?
No, it's that same tenant issue. Yeah, now they're suing the LLC. Remember they're coming out to me personally? Yeah, no. Now they're suing the LLC.
Isn't that double jeopardy or double whammy or something?
They just dismissed it against me. They did the wrong person. So apparently they're going to put the LLC in jail. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll have to find out. But gotta deal with the lawyers today. So yay me! So again, folks, I'm having a little bit of a money drain right now. So if anybody wants to, be sponsored by the program here, sponsor on the program for a little bit, let me know. I just need like a month of your time. In all seriousness, it'll be fine. But yeah, so it'll be a good day. We'll see. I might have stories for tomorrow.
Always look forward to those.
Well, when you talk to lawyers, it's fun. I did spend Friday afternoon talking to a different attorney, like getting some advice and stuff like that. And it's just like, oh my God, this is stupid. Like you watch on TV all the time. People are like, I just call my attorney. And I'm like, people have attorney. That's so cool. They got attorneys on retainer and they can just call them at any time. Talk to them. No, Dale, it sucks. It's terrible.
No, because you're usually calling because something's being a pain in your neck.
It's not even that you're dealing with pain in the butt, stupid stuff. Like I said, this is a tenant. A tenant was doing stuff and didn't fix it, so City of Mesa's mad, and
Right.
everything like that. So it's
And
not
so
even something I did.
And so they can't go after the tenant?
No. This tenant had no money. They got to go over the upper. So it's like an annoying thing like that, right? But the bigger issue is the money you have to spend. Like these people are like, oh, get my attorney on the line. Have him meet me down here. I'm like, that's expensive, man. That's the bigger pain in the butt. So I got to deal with that today and everything. But a lot of good baseball this weekend. I did watch a lot of baseball also, the UFC fight. I just found out Ditch Day for seniors is on Monday, Dale. Next Monday.
Oh, they have a legal ditch day?
I don't know if it's legal or not, but I just was informed that by Ethan. So Ditch Day is next Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, he goes, I'm going to turn in everything this week.
Is he 18?
He is,
yeah.
Yeah, he is. So it's like trying to like curtail that here for the next. He told me that the school had when they got done with spring break, they had the seniors have like a pep rally thing. That was the guys of it. He goes in there. He goes, basically, they were just telling everybody, like, don't give up. You got 2 months to go.
Right.
Just get to the finish line type of a conversation with them. Like, hey, guys, we get it. Just 2 months.
Well, there's been kids at Scottsdale Christian over the years who, like, last day of school's on Friday or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm just picking out a day of Friday. But the commencement ceremony is not till, like, the following Thursday. And some knuckleheads get in trouble on Tuesday.
Yeah, I know.
After the school year's over.
Yeah. So
And then they
walk.
have to fight to get their diploma.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, man. Why not just have graduation on Saturday?
Yeah.
Get it out of the way.
That's what I don't get. Like, well, public schools, especially today, like, they're just trying to get these kids out, man. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like, if you did slack off, maybe it's one of those things like, we don't know anything. Here's the best grade you can
I
get.
think
to get
they're more worried about getting in trouble.
Well, that's the other side of it. Yeah, don't be getting suspended last minute. But no, that's the thing. I think that's also why, though, like before the graduation, I don't remember what the days are, but before the graduation, like he doesn't go to school for like 4 days before they actually like walk. They have like a practice day he has to go to. But yeah, he doesn't go to school for like 4 days before the actual graduation, except for the practice.
Right.
Monday. So I think they do that on purpose. So like, all right, then nobody can be around school. So if you're gonna get in trouble, then be in jail or something. Don't get around here, so we have to suspend you or whatever.
That's crazy.
I know. So so there we go. Senior Ditch Day is on Monday out there at Queen Creek. So be aware.
Do they have plans?
I don't know. He'll tell me later. He's basically, Dale, that text was, I'm not going to school on Monday, is what that text was. Okay. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend out there as well. But, let's get into it here, man. The Masters, McIlroy back-to-back Masters champion.
Questions. I have questions, Steve.
Okay, well, before we get to that, Scotty Scheffler made a big run as well. What's your question?
Well, it has to do with the green jacket, and do they give him a new one?
Yes, I've often wondered
because
that.
he said it still fits. So I wonder if they gave him the old one.
Because you have to keep them there.
No, you get to take them off property for a little bit, then you have to return it.
Yeah, for a certain amount of time, right? And then you have to return it. Maybe it's the first year or something. Yeah, that's the question.
Because everybody over the weekend was going, so if he wins, who puts?
That's a good question.
Because the tradition is the previous year's winner puts the green jacket.
It's hard to put it on yourself.
Yes.
I would argue the person that last won before you puts it on you.
But see, you don't know if that guy even played in the tournament.
That is true.
So
if it's Phil,
it was the chairman. It was the chairman who put it on.
That's who I would actually say it is. It'd be the guy that gave Sergio an admonishment on the course. Probably that guy.
Oh, Sergio. But anyway.
I do have a question on that for you. But but that is a good question. I don't think you get a second one.
Boy.
You know what, though? You'd have to, because they hang them up there. They show them off because, like I said, you can't take them home after a time frame. So they're there.
But what happens if you put on 10 pounds between your first and second green jacket?
They have to fit them. You get fitted before you play, don't you?
I don't know.
I think you do.
I
think you have to give them your measurements.
I love chaos
Yeah.
at the Masters, and I was hoping, because there for a minute, kind of looked like there could be a 5-way tie.
Yeah.
And how in the good graces would they be able to handle that? All 5 dudes lined up on the 18th tee box and play it off and eliminate guys, and it'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to finish it off, Sunday night.
Okay. Winners receive the same jacket from their initial victory, which they keep for another year.
Okay.
So you keep the green jacket for a year.
Then you bring it back.
And you give it back to them in this tournament, and then you don't get to take it home anymore. Yeah.
Did they at least dry clean it for them while they had it?
Yeah, so I think that's kind of cheesy, man. Get a second one. Come on.
Well, if you only can keep it for a year, then what? Some of these guys who won 4 or 5, what are you going to do? They're all going to stay at Augusta?
Yeah, do they have like a closet behind glass that they store them in?
I'm sure they do.
This is Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, this is Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah.
This is
his jacket, stuff like that. Only 3 guys have won back-to-back green jackets. Who are they?
Well, I know Tiger.
He was the last one to do it. Well, Rory's the 4, so 3 before him. Let me phrase it right. Tiger obviously was the last one, 2001, 2002.
I would guess that Jack Nicklaus.
He did. He was on 1965, 1966. The next one is very obvious once you hear the name. I just don't know if you'll guess it.
Nick Faldo.
Seriously? That's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? You guys.
Well,
Faldo.
he used to just eat up
He loves
Augusta.
that course. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's very obvious. I just didn't know if you'd be able
Yeah.
to, if you'd name him. Yeah, Nick Faldo, 89 and 90.
That's a long time ago.
Only 4 people back to back.
Yeah.
Only 4.
It's hard to do.
And Tiger only did it once.
And it certainly did not look like McIlroy on Saturday was going to be doing it again back to back.
Oh, my God. On Friday night, everybody's like, oh, biggest lead in Masters history. Rory's on his way.
Yep.
Saturday, he looked like he'd never hit a golf ball before. He did I call it the Rory meltdown in the Masters thing on Saturday. But he had a big enough lead that he was able to sustain it, and stay up there. So that's the good side of it, and he went on. But talking about Scheffler, who finished second, missed that putt on 17, man. Just barely missed it.
Yep.
To tie it up there. But he did something no one at the Masters has done since 1942, Dale. What did he do?
Talking about Scheffler?
Scheffler. It was the whole weekend. He did something.
Oh, did he not have a bogey or
no
something?
bogey, yeah. Bogey-free weekend. 9 birdies, 1 eagle, 0 bogeys. A lot of pars.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's got to be hard because that course, man, you inevitably hit one into a weird spot there.
Yeah.
Just on accident.
Yes.
Where you're like, really, why is this a hard shot out of here? This should be easy where I hit this ball. And then you're like, what?
Well, I think you also look at but the thing about the Masters, the more that I've enjoyed golf, the more I kind of pay attention to things. And I was listening to some people talk that this is probably boring to a lot of people out there. But the thing about their greens, number one, they're so fast. There's so many undulations that wherever they put a pin, you have literally a 15-foot circle to land it in to stay on that level.
I don't even know if 15 feet's like
because if you're just off a bit, it could roll 40 yards away from the pin over the green.
There was a guy that putted next to a bush yesterday. Off the green.
Yeah.
Putted next to a bush, went up onto the green, down the other side into the water.
Yeah.
Any other course, Dale, that's stopping before it even gets to the green or barely on the green. And that thing just kept rolling and rolling and rolling. I mean, it was like a 40, 50-yard
I think that was that Long Tongue Lee.
Hung or whatever. Yeah.
I forget. I can't pronounce his first name.
It was an amazing thing to watch where you're just like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Well, a lot of complaints. Even Scheffler, Scotty Scheffler complained about it. That course dried out and was ice. Even their drive. You see the way those balls were bouncing on the fairway? Like you got an extra 100, 150 yards on that thing with how firm with no rain hitting them and stuff like that. So Scheffler said that the firmness could be a little bit more equal. He said that on Thursday and Friday before he started his run. DeChambeau ripped the course for its firmness and how dry it was, before he got on his plane Friday afternoon and flew home as well. Justin Rose went out to the course, not negatively, but he was just like, he goes, that was just the hardest thing to play with the firmness out there.
Well, there was 4 days of sunshine, and there were 2 days of sunshine before that. That doesn't usually happen.
Yep.
Usually there's some rain, usually there's clouds, and then there's some wind. And the wind can just be brutal there. And, hey, losers bitch and moan, and winners get the trophy.
Rory complained a little bit about it too, but obviously when you win, you don't go in and talk about it after that, But I thought it was a fantastic tournament because it was something we hadn't seen in a while, to be honest with you.
I just love to see a bunch of people having a chance at the end, and again, he kind of pulled away, but there was an opportunity there to have 6 guys.
Yeah. There's just something about Rory though, like. Dominated Friday, 6-stroke lead, biggest lead ever in the Masters, and then he just falls apart one day on Saturday. Just looks like garbage. And then Sunday he shows up. He's like, all right, let's go. And Rory, if you don't know, I call it cheating, but it's not cheating. It was in the rules. Because he won, he's got privileges there that non-winners don't get. So he literally would fly in, he'd drop his kid off at school,
how
fly
about
into
this
the
story?
Masters, play around. For like 2 to 3 weeks leading up to the tournament, he would do this. And then he would fly back home and be home for dinner. So he played that course for 2 to 3 weeks leading up to this tournament. So he knew, the firmness of it. He knew where to hit the ball. He knew where not to hit the ball. A little bit of an advantage there. But he took advantage of his opportunity and did it. And, Dale, I know you and your private flights. I get it, but.
But see, Steve, that's the thing. Say you won at Augusta, and this is 10 years ago when you're in your prime, and your kids were younger. Would you drop one of them off at school, go hop on a plane, fly to Augusta from Florida?
Yeah, it wasn't very far. Yeah, you mind. He lives in Florida,
right? But still fly there. Have to bring your clubs and
an hour flight. Yeah, 40-minute flight. You land in Augusta.
Get picked up.
Do you not keep your clubs there?
No, because if he's doing that once a week, he's practicing at home too.
He was doing it more than once a week.
Yeah, but however many times he was doing
days
it.
a week.
But then I'm
weeks.
thinking he has a caddy to do his club carrying.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just don't think a lot of guys would do that because everybody has that opportunity.
Well, no, that's my point. Nobody does it. Otherwise, we would have heard about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe now
guys will show up early and play around a week or two in advance,
yeah.
for like one, and then go home. It was several times a week for 2 to 3 weeks that he said he did it. Oh, that's amazing. That's awesome. That's like shooting free throws.
You're telling me you're calling that cheating.
Well, it's cheat. I call it cheating because he did something nobody else is willing to do. Cheating. It worked out for him. Fantastic. $4.5 million, biggest purse ever at the Masters.
Yes, congratulations to him. Hey, Scotty finishing second by a shot. So, again, I just like to point this out every once in a while since I have the money list up in front of me. Sometimes we get irate at golfers like backing off a shot or thinking about it or whatever, and hit the ball.
It's fourth to fifth place is a big drop. I think it's 4th to 5th.
Well,
right?
One stroke.
Yeah.
Of the 277 strokes.
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler took. Yep. If he would have taken one less,
bogey free,
he would have had one less. It was between first and second place. It's $2 million.
What did he win? 2.3 or something.
He won 2.4.
2.4, yeah. And Rory
one stroke
4.2
over 4 days.
Yeah, I know. That infuriating. like just the things you get mad about.
I don't think I'm getting mad about it, but you can understand why they take a little extra time on certain shots.
But here's the thing. And then third and fourth, third place was how much?
Well, that's the thing.
Two people tied, and it was a third.
1, 2, 3, 4 tied,
and they all won what, $1 million?
Yeah. So what they do is they take third, fourth, fifth, sixth place.
So that's fantastic. Now, if you didn't get in that tie, Dale, the next number down is what?
725. So you lost $300,000 by being
by
one
not being. Now they average those spots.
Yeah.
That's why they're all above $1 million because the higher ones and stuff. But that's a big drop there too, man. You're like I could have been one shot better, and I would have won $1 million tying with these guys.
Yeah. Crazy.
And instead, I'm flying home. I'm flying home with 700,000. I didn't look here. I meant to look it up. I'm trying to find it now. Where did Max Homa finish up at?
He finished up in what is he?
Friend of the Hellistries.
Tied for 9th, so he'll be back there again.
Next year,
I was surprised to see him in the tournament this year.
Yeah.
He won $630,000.
He was that could go a long way to working your way back into some of these tournaments and stuff that you have to pay your own way to. He was doing well there for a while, and then I kind of lost track of him. So, 9th, 630.
I was surprised when I started watching Thursday that I saw his name on it because I'm like, he's not top 50, I don't think
we
anymore.
talked about that here, I looked it up.
Top 12.
146th in the world or something
But he was top 12 last year, so he'll get invited next year.
Yeah. Him and Xander Schauffele. And you look, that's who he's in with. That's who he should be playing golf with. Just for some reason, he's fallen off in some of these tournaments.
Yeah.
You can go and finish 9th in the Masters, but you're struggling in all these other courses?
Well, maybe this something will propel him forward.
It's a mental thing, isn't it? Or something? I don't know, Dale. Next time I see him when I'm at your barbecue, I'll bring it up.
So, hey, what's up with your game? How come you fall tailed
Tell me what's going on there. Yeah. It's in your head? What's with you? Are you in your head too much? What's going on?
And then they come over and go, who's that big guy bothering me?
Yeah. And I'll be like, I'm trying to knock it out of you. That's all. Don't worry about the stuff at home. Just go out there and hit the stupid white ball. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, I just had another kid. Quit worrying about your kids. Yeah. That's what Steve did.
Yeah. Kids don't exist for 4 days out of the year, man. 4 days out of a week. Come on, man. Get your head out.
Oh, goodness.
And he'll be like, you know what? That guy's right. Yeah, I got to worry about that. But I enjoyed the Masters. It was good because you don't have to worry about the rain, the wind. It was just go out there and play golf. It is amazing, though, how golfers just, it's too firm out there. Not enough water. It's hard to hit the ball because it's so further. The tee boxes were too firm. What's the tee box have to do with anything? You're not hitting off it unless you're Sergio, and he's hitting them. There's my question of the day for you, Dale, because I saw a lot of people just national people, let alone the regular people out there, just ripping Sergio for, that is hollow ground. How dare him take a couple swings at that grass. And then he has to be talked to like he's a freaking 12-year-old out there when the nerdy guy with the green jacket comes storming up to him with his clipboard all angry. It has to have a talk with him about it and gives him a warning. Your thoughts on that? Because you can tell, I think it's the stupidest thing on the planet. You are the biggest crybabies on the planet, Masters. You are whiny little biatches. Seriously.
I will say that I believe that there's a lot of traditions that Augusta follows that I'm not a fan of. But also, if you are good enough and talented enough to play there, you should respect that, or just don't play there.
Well, here's my thing, though. I mean, we've seen Tiger act out at times like that.
Well, Robert McIntyre, he's flipping the course off like the course. It's the course's fault that you can't hit a ball in the fairway.
This is my point. Did they have some chubby dude storming out there, stomping his feet in his green jacket and his clipboard to give him a warning? Did he do that to them? No.
Well, you didn't do Sergio Garcia's tantrum justice. Because not only did he slam his driver into the ground, tore up the tee box a little bit, which can be fixed, but then he went over and slammed a cooler chest with it. And it took him 2 times to break his driver.
Yeah, because he wanted to switch to.
I mean, there's kids there, Steve.
Is that what it is? Oh, we're worried about the kids now?
Yeah, there's kids. There's older people there.
Yeah, because kids enjoy watching some chubby guy in a green suit with a clipboard. Excuse me, sir. This is hallowed ground. You are not allowed to act like a human being here and get frustrated. You need to settle down or we will kick you out, sir. We don't care that you've won here, sir. I'm going to write your name down. What's your full name, sir? Sergio what? Can you spell Garcia for me? G-A-R. And he stomps off. This is your only warning. And he stomps off there with his green jacket on like he's the hall monitor out there. It was just the stupidest display of whatever. Talk to him after the match. Talk to him after the round. To storm onto the course as he's, jeez, who do you think you are? Oh, and all these national people, this is hallowed ground. How dare you act like that in public? Oh, you have some respect for the course. Shut up. Stupid.
All I have to say is that maybe that goes on at Live Golf, but it doesn't go on.
Yeah, you're right.
At Augusta.
Flipping kids off is way more. If you want to blame the kids, Dale, flipping the course off is way worse than what Sergio did. Way worse.
There's probably some 5-year-olds.
Tiger F-bombing the course when he's out there, when he's good. That's way worse.
There's probably some
whatever. The Masters just doesn't want the Spanish guy there. They're racists.
The 5-year-old starts crying, Mommy, Daddy, why
that guy's like, we will not have a guy from Spain doing anything like that on our course. Excuse me, sir. You will knock that off.
That's what I
This is your warning.
Hey, this isn't Live Golf.
I did see a lot of people say that. That may be allowed at Live Golf, but that ain't allowed at the Masters. Like, settle down, people. No, I do. Like, Sergio realized, I mean, in all seriousness, he realized the seriousness of it because they kept asking him about it, and he was just like, I was just playing around. Like, he wasn't going to badmouth the match.
No,
because they will kick you out.
Oh, yeah.
They will say you are no longer allowed to play here ever again.
Yeah.
So he was smart enough to just be like,
Well, and he'd calmed down by then, too. It's that jolt. I used to get those jolts of frustration.
I just don't admonish a player on. They didn't do it on the broadcast. You saw it on the features tab if you were watching the features. But just why are you acknowledging? Why are you admonishing a guy during the round like that? That's stupid. That's like calling out somebody for doing something wrong in public. You always pull him aside and talk to him.
Well, wasn't that guy just following their group?
Oh, I don't know.
I think they have a
They do. They have
guy,
a group that follows every group or whatever.
He probably called into the clubhouse and say, hey, we've got a situation
I'd be
here.
more worried about the size of that guy walking on the course behind him. He's probably leaving big divots. That green jacket looked like it was 3 or 4 of what Rory would need.
That was abhorrent behavior, Stephen, and I back Augusta 110%.
I have no idea what the size of the guy was, by the way. I'm just assuming he's this big giant nerd.
He's probably an old scrawny dude.
I have no idea who he was. Because I only saw him from the top. Yeah, I only saw him like face down. But yeah, I just think that's the stupidest thing on the planet, man. You can somebody can casually just be like, hey, man, we'd appreciate it if you didn't act like that here. And you move on with your day. But I watched them stomp up to him. Just heavy footprints. Hop in. Come on back, folks. The main event. long as it doesn't affect me, I'm good. As long as it affects other people. Robert says it's always and never was that want to police everyone else. The problem is to be a part of the Masters Club, you have to be invited. You have to be somebody in the business world, where you have to have a lot of money.
Yeah.
So not everybody's this way, but you guys have heard my talk about second generational wealth. You know, how they think they're owed everything because their dads made the money or whatever, stuff like that. Those are the types of people that you have in that environment. And that's what that guy was. That guy that had to go talk to him probably was personally insulted that the Spaniard dare act that way on our golf course. I'm a member here 365 days of the year. You're here once. How dare you disrespect my sacred ground that I am a part of and have to pay big money to be involved with. I have to buy my friends to be here. How dare you come in here and act like you own it? You are a guest, sir.
There's no gambling at Bushwood.
They kicked Mark Calcavecchia out earlier in the week for having a cell phone.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah. Stupid. It's just the dumbest. I just hate that snottiness and that type of stuff.
I do too.
It drives me bad.
But I asked Steve if he got a phone call by mistake.
No, even if I got one for real. Let's just say it's for real.
Well, they wouldn't call you. So we're making this a fantasy land.
You don't know that.
Oh, yeah,
I know.
do.
I know people.
And I asked you to be a member. Would you or would you not?
I would.
And, of course, you would have to have the money. Because the one thing I hear, the courses are only open like 4 months out of the year.
Yes.
And everything they do to it is an assessment to the people who are members.
You pay for it.
Yes.
A course does nothing without being paid. It's a status symbol.
Yeah.
Like Rob Manfred's a member, if you don't know that. Like that's the team. Like Condoleezza Rice is a member there now that they, let a few women join the club and stuff like that. It's a status thing is what it is. It's you're a member there to say you're a member there is why you're there.
Right.
Not because of any other reason. And stuff like that. I would totally join it. But the second I saw like behavior I'm not comfortable with, I would leave. I joined it just to see, but the second I saw like a snottiness or something that I didn't like, talking down to people. So these are the type of people that talk down to wait staff. Let's put it that way. They're below them. They're not getting their water for them fast enough. That would drive me nuts. And I would leave at that point. I can't handle that. I can't handle that. You're not better than everybody.
Well, what do you say to the first member who says, Steve, your jacket looks to be a little snug?
Yeah.
You need to get that altered, Steve.
I go, you know what, sir? Here's my middle finger. I appreciate it, but I'm not welcome. I'm not one to be here. Have a great day. Oh, those shoes. Oh, what kind of shoes? Oh, those are ostrich leather? Oh, no, sir. Ostrich is for poor people.
What? Oh, Steve, the life you live.
I actually knew somebody once. I literally quit a job one time. I won't say what it was, but because you had to wear dress shoes, and I went out and I was like 22. I went out, Dale, and I bought like $200 pair of shoes. Like you have to shine like every week. You have to make them look great all the time. Like they're that good and whatever. And this little punk person who's Mr. Snotty Minotti goes, yeah, I used to buy my clothes at Kmart too.
Woo!
Knocked my $200-something pair of shoes, which I was already not happy buying. And I went, this job ain't for me, man. I can be as snotty as anybody, but not like that. I can't do that. And I did. I left the job. I was like, yeah, this job ain't for me, guys. And they're like, what, over a pair of shoes? And I was like, it's the symbolization of the shoes that I'm not interested in.
Don't make fun of Steve's shoes.
It has nothing to do with making fun of the shoes. It had to do with why do you need to cut me down because you go out and buy a $1,000 pair of shoes? Mine was only a $250 pair of shoes.
Were they ostrich?
No.
Oh.
They were fancy.
I thought for some reason they were ostrich, and that's why it came rushing back.
I hated them, though, because you had to shine them, and I hate shoe shining.
Oh.
Ugh. But yeah, but no, I can't handle that level of. I can't handle that level of. Yeah. Robert says, remember, this is the same club that kicked McCord off the CBS broadcast because he said the bunker looked like it had body bags in it. That is true. They literally fired a broadcasting guy because he mocked the
Wow.
course.
See, and he not only said that, but he said that
He said more.
that greens were as slick as a wax bikini job or something. A bikini wax.
Yeah, he said a lot. Yeah.
That worked for the Waste Management Open, not Augusta.
He said, also, why would I join a club that wants me as a member? I would question their values. That is a good point, Robert.
Yeah.
They're like, that's why I question, like, EOS Fitness calls me all the time to join them. And I'm like, why do you want me as a member? I'm fat. I don't work out that much. I'm slobbish. You don't want me walking in your gym. I question their values, so I refuse to join them. Because I'm like, what do you want me in there for? I ruin everything about a healthy body. Why would you want me in there?
I thought that your body screams out health and nutrition.
I go, yeah, I'll join if I can be in your ad campaign with those skinny, muscular people that you have everywhere. Let's be realistic here, EOS Fitness.
Oh.
Let's be realistic here in the ad campaign. Then I'll join you. Fun. But anyway, that's the Masters. It did. I did get riled up with that Sergio.
Yeah, well, I enjoy the golf more, and Sergio, he can go back to live, and we'll maybe see him next
That's
year.
the problem right there. People were negative on Sergio because he's a live player.
Yeah. Can't act like that at Augusta.
Second hour main event coming up next. Maybe. If Dale doesn't go snooty on me. The other big news out of the Masters here at the second hour is just Rory took that 2 weeks off before the Masters. Now, he played it, but he didn't play any of the lead-up tournaments. So it'll be interesting to see because a lot of guys play leading up to the Masters. So it'll be interesting to see if guys tend to go, you know what, I'm going to take a couple weeks off before I play there.
Well, what I wonder is what the rule is as the current champion, does he get to play it whenever he wants to? Or can
anybody? I don't know the answer to that. He didn't really say.
Is it? Do you have to be in the top 10? Do you have to be in the top 20?
But you're a member if you win. Like you're
right.
But
that's what I'm saying. Can Scotty Scheffler's a bad example. Can
yeah, because he's won it.
Can Sergio come over here and play it whenever he wants? Well, he can't. He's suspended. But can any guy? Because
Mark Kalkovic? Oh no, he can't either.
You got to think. There's 80 guys who play in this thing.
Yeah.
If they all say, "Hey, for 2 weeks before the tournament, I want to come out and play."
No, because you get the privileges as a winner. Like when you win, you're just always a quote unquote member.
Okay.
So I would imagine it'd just be winners. Like Xander Schauffele, who's never won there, I doubt he can just be like, I'm going to play the Masters this week.
Right. Yeah, we'll go to fly to Augusta on Tuesday
Yeah.
afternoon.
I would be shocked if they allow that to happen. But if you want it, you call them up and go, hey, can I get in on Saturday? No. We're,
It's shoe day.
Yeah,
Steve's going to get his ostrich boots.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're going to wear that raggedy outfit from Nike again, your sponsor?
Congratulations.
I don't know. What are you going to wear here today? Oh, that ratty thing? We can't allow that stuff.
I did see something over the weekend on Twitter or X that the winner has to pay for the meal.
Yes.
And supposedly this year the wine itself was over $30,000.
From what I understand, reading that, the alcohol is the most expensive thing of the dinner. And they do that. It's kind of like when you're a rookie, right? You go to that rookie dinner in the NFL and everybody eats like all the tomahawks and everything. And you get a $500,000 bill or whatever. From what I understand, the players purposely ring up the alcohol bill.
Yeah. Well, again, you won $4.5 million.
It's like a Brita pass.
Yeah. I mean, imagine a rookie did that.
That's what I'm saying.
Back and he's like, guys, I had to borrow some money.
Yeah, guys, I was lucky to get my tour card this year. I won the Masters, but I barely got my tour card. I'm relying on exemptions this year. Like a Max Homa winning the tournament. And then being
Max has made probably $20 million.
Yeah, he's made a ton over his career. Yeah, you're right. But it would just be like, but now, it's like, well, guys, I haven't won a lot of money these last couple of years. I'm like, yeah, what are we doing? It's pretty funny. But hey, second hour main event. I'm Stephen McCullum, your humble host. And then, of course, 17-year. I was going to say something snotty, but I decided not to because I'm humble, folks. 17-year NFL veteran Dale Hillestree's here as well. We got a busy week ahead of us, Dale.
We do.
NBA playoffs hit Phoenix tomorrow night. We'll talk more about it with Bruce tomorrow. But your Phoenix Suns.
By the way, Max Homa, he's made over $40 million.
Hopefully he's been good with his money.
On the course.
It doesn't include his sponsorships and all that stuff, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And in all actuality, I wouldn't be rude about it, but that would be something I'd like to talk to Max Homa about. It's just the mentality. Like if the Rattlers guy, I can correlate this. The Rattlers on the weekend, they had a kid, number 14. Holy cow, I just forgot his name. Let me look it up here because I'm going to give him credit here. He was not on the roster for the home opener for the Rattlers. He was not on the roster then. Because he was basically, I think Coach said, Kenneth Gallup is his name, defensive back out of Howard. And he wasn't in the first game, but he played when they lost to Fishers, in Indiana, and he played this weekend. And played well on Saturday night, right? New player. So I asked him in the press conference, man, I said, what's your mindset? You're not on this team week 1. They call you up. You're back on this team in week 2. You have to go on the road in a hostile environment because the Fishers crowd is outrageous. They're one of the better crowds out there. You're not familiar with the system. Coach had said he played a lot of out of place last week. I didn't bring that up to him. But I asked him, like, what's your mindset? And that's kind of what I'd like to know from Max Homa as well. It's just like, same thing with like Jordan Spieth. You were at the top of the golf game for a while, for a little bit there.
Right.
And now you're just ebbing and flowing. Like, what's the mentality like? And, to keep going and keep that positive and keep fighting for it to get back up there and everything. Because I'm sure finishing 9th at the Masters, you're walking on cloud 9 today. But then you go to your next tournament and you're finishing 30th or whatever because, you struggle at it.
Well, you just wonder when will it click back? Will it ever click back in golf?
Well, that's the thing. It's easy to just be like, it's not going to click back. I'm going home.
I'm trying now for 2 years, and because he was like a top 8 golfer 2 and 3 years ago.
Yes. Yeah.
Ryder Cup team, a no-brainer pick, and all that, and he struggled. And
so, I wouldn't be rude about it and be like, "What's wrong with you? You suck. Well, you used to be good." But the mentality of these guys, like this. If you cut me, if the Rattlers cut me and then they called me week 2, I'd be like, whatever. I'd be angry about it. But he was just like, oh no, you got to be ready to play. They called, I jumped at the opportunity and all of that stuff.
Did he do something good in the game?
Yeah, he played really well.
Okay. What position?
Defensive back. Played really well. But that's why I think it was Richard Opert asked for him in the press conference and stuff. But he stood out on that field. But yeah, so I just asked him that mentality side of it. He's basically what he said. You got to be ready to play. You got to jump at the opportunities and and everything to come in here and watch a lot of film and stuff like that. But that's what amazes me, especially at golf. Football's one thing, but then golf when you're just out there by yourself in your caddy.
Yep.
To keep the mentality there.
You're out there for 5 hours. You're actually doing a sporting move probably for 15 minutes.
You're spending more time in your own head than you are playing your sport. Football, next snap, you're ready to go. You have to be ready to go.
I mean, every 30 seconds, you're getting another play.
But in golf, you just the walk to your drive. You're just what could go through your head and stuff like that. That's what I'm fascinated by when it comes to.
Wait, what's also interesting when you say about that number 14,
Gallup.
I still remember back in my early days in Buffalo where they'd bring 150 guys to camp because there are no roster limits. They just want a bunch of practice dummies.
Yeah.
And it's humid and nasty and long days and whatever. And I would look at some of these guys who, I mean, I didn't know if I was going to make the team, but there are a lot of guys who you just looked at and you can't even get into a stance.
Yeah.
How are you tricking your mind to say, I think I can make this team?
Do they really think that, or are they just there for the experience and the?
Yeah, but you want to go get the snot knocked out of you for 6 weeks?
You get good money.
I got
you make good money for
not back then.
No, you made several $100s a week.
Yeah, you'd make $5, $6, probably $750
a week.
Yeah,
so that's $2,800 a month. Back then, in the early '80s, that's a lot of money.
I don't know. Do you every day get up and know you're gonna get
that would be my thing. About 4 days into it, I'd be like, "This ain't worth it."
I just look around and go, "I'm not good enough."
Yeah.
But I thought I wasn't good enough, and evidently I was.
See, but that's why I never. Well, one of the reasons why I never made it that far was because that's my mentality. I ain't good enough to do this. I'm not even gonna do it now in high school. I ain't good enough for anything else, But that's what sets. That's what's interesting hearing that from you, because that's what sets the guys that make it apart. It's in the face of I'm not good enough. They just go, I don't care. I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna work harder.
Well, I knew I had a chance.
Yeah.
There were of the 150 dudes out there. There were 50 of them who had no chance.
Well, most people on a practice squad roster go into it knowing I'm just here for a few weeks and I'll be home. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it a few weeks. I'm trying not to be the guy that gets cut the day of first practice because somebody signs their deal and it comes into camp and they need to lose a spot, type of a thing. But yeah, it is interesting how it goes. But Suns 45-37 on the season, Dale. I'm not going to talk about the games over the weekend.
Come on, let's break them down, Steve.
Should play the rookies more often. That's what I learned this.
They dominated Oklahoma City. Maybe we want to lose this first play-in game.
They dominated the Lakers too.
What do you don't you think that would be fun?
Oh no, the Lakers beat them, didn't they?
Yeah.
All right. Forgot. You say you want to be the 8 seed now.
It was a good. They scored 135 points against the vaunted Oklahoma City Thunder.
That's what I read.
135-103.
Didn't even care it was on.
Booyah!
I was getting in playoff mode for Tuesday. The bigger shocker, I said I'd rather face the Trailblazers than the Clippers, and I get my wish. And we'll see if we want to do that. Shocking. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. down at the Morgue. Suns Trailblazers for the 7th seed and the right to play your San Antonio Spurs.
I don't think it's going to be a Morgue tomorrow night.
Here's what I'm interested in thinking about here. While I agree the fan base will be the people with season tickets and the diehards are going to be into this game and excited when the game starts. What I want to see is, though, does it feel like a playoff atmosphere? Because it's a play-in game. We've never played in a play-in game before. We've either missed the playoffs altogether or been a 6 seed and higher since it started. Is it going to be recognized as a playoff game? That's what I'm going to be interested in seeing. Or is it a regular season crowd? Where they're into the games and excited, but when things go, playoff fan base means when your team's struggling in the third quarter to hit shots, you don't get quiet and start booing and start leaving. You have to get louder, rile your team up in the playoffs to play harder. Is the fan base going to realize this is because it's not a do or die game. You do have another life behind it. But not just the players are going to have to play different because it's a playoff game. The fan base is going to have to be different. That's what I'm going to be most interested in seeing. Because this fan base, when this team goes bad, doesn't always rally behind them.
I was just looking at their box score from last night. And instead of just saying Mark Williams, Goodwin, Gillespie, and Jalen Green weren't going to play, number one, they don't say anything about Devin Booker. They don't say anything about Grayson Allen. But Mark Williams didn't play left foot. Jordan Goodwin didn't play left ankle. Colin Gillespie didn't play right shoulder contusion. And Jalen Green, right knee soreness.
Well, Booker,
they listed.
Booker is ankle management, I think is what they called it for that Lakers game.
Just
right
say
ankle
they're resting.
It was something weird. It was something like, I don't have the exact number, but it was over 50%. So it was like 60 or 70% of starters in the league over the weekend didn't play. And that ain't, to get that high of a number, that means teams that are now sitting at home and done playing for the year didn't play their starters.
Right.
Also.
Right.
It's not that just the Spurs were resting guys, the Thunder were resting, the Suns were resting guys. That means teams that season is over this weekend were resting guys. It was an outrageous number. It was over 50%.
They want to get a head start on their off-season work, Steve.
Okay, overall. Now, well, first of all, let's stick with the Suns. 45-37 on the season. Take away the ebbs and flows of it because we can criticize it. We have not playing the young guys enough, especially later as the season went on when the old guys were getting injured, the veterans were getting injured, the veterans were hitting walls, Instead of playing the young guys more, we can criticize all that. Take away the ebbs and flows of the season and look at this season, 45-37 for this team. Blows away any expectations you had of this team this season.
No doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it.
I mean, you got to give him credit. Jordan Knott, Coach of the Year.
Boy, do you think he would be the player of the year? Coach of the year?
No, but I would vote for him.
I'm looking. Okay, so, gosh. I mean, he's got to be top three.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I how do you not give it to the Pistons head coach, for instance?
60 wins.
First for 2 years ago, folks. Was it 2.5 years ago? They literally fired Monty.
They're a dumpster fire
because they lost like 30 games in a row at one point, or something ridiculous like that. And now they're number one in the East. How do you not give it to a guy like him? But even then, Joe Mazzulla of the Boston Celtics. How do you not look at him? Their injury situation and how they finished the year on top of it. But even in the West, San Antonio Spurs head coach.
Yeah.
He took over for a legend. And that Spurs team came out of nowhere to dominate. How do you not look at him? To me, Jordan Knott would be there, except for the fact that other guys have turned their teams around quicker than he did. Now, Jordan Knott does this again next year. We have a different and they improve next year. Different conversation.
I think he'll get some mentions.
He'll get some mentions. Yeah. He should get some mentions. But he's not winning it. As much as I like him and stuff like that, there's teams.
Yeah.
There's teams that did more quicker going into this year than I think they would get it from that.
I wonder if the all NBA teams and things like that are going to be kind of like the NFL Pro Bowl.
Well, yeah, most players aren't eligible.
There's a lot of guys who aren't eligible.
Guys that were normally winning aren't eligible.
Yeah.
I think Wemby did get eligible.
Well,
what it's gonna be is we're gonna have some guys, a la Shedeur Sanders, a Pro Bowler. There's gonna be a few guys that you're gonna go, what?
Really?
That guy?
Well, I mean, but don't point at Shador. He probably deserved it.
So let me ask you this. J.B. Bickerstaff, I know him as the Detroit coach. I don't know if how many people do, but he's an East Coast guy. Spurs play in the West. Name the Spurs head coach. Somebody. I'll wait. Somebody name the name of the Spurs head coach.
I even hered it last week.
Because I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to look it up over the weekend because I was
Isn't he a foreigner?
Mitch Johnson.
European?
I don't think so.
What's his name?
Mitch Johnson.
Oh,
you don't even know.
no.
Yeah. I had to look it up this weekend because I was just doing some NBA playoff previewing, looking here and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like, what? You don't even know the name of the guys. You just think it's Coach Pop. But no, in all seriousness, yeah. So I think he's not going to win it, but I think he needs to be in the conversation. I think he did a fantastic job. Everybody was saying Suns were going to miss the playoffs nationally. I said they're going to make the play-in game, probably a 9 or 10 seed is what I expect out of them. They're going to beat their Vegas total of 30.5 and everything. 45 and 37. I don't care who you are, unless you're just a diehard Suns fans that, just decided to be unrealistic at the beginning of the season. This team outperformed everything you thought it would be, and you've got to give them props for that, Dale. Now, like I said, you can nitpick some things throughout the season and injuries and the makeup of the roster, which that's what I'm most disappointed. There's going to be a lot of changes this year. They have to. You're not going to get better with the team you have right now. You need to get more diversity in player. You can't have 6'5", semi inside wing shooters. You need guys that
it's
can
hard
spread
to
the
have
ball
like
around.
5 guys that do the same basic thing.
Good way of putting it. Yes. So this Suns team is going to be completely different going into next year as well. I've already told you, O'Neal needs to go. I think his contract's up this year, but Grayson Allen, I'm sorry, Allen, you're too injury prone for me anymore. I don't know what happened to you, but you need to improve that position as well. Colin Gillespie can kind of fill that role a little bit as well for that side. But then you got some choices with the young guys. I'd like you to keep Oso. Dunn. To me, Dunn's a take it or leave it. You can keep him or you can get rid of him. I'll be fine with it with Dunn. But then Fleming, Malawach, Mark Edwards. If Edwards wants to stay here, I re-sign him if it's a deal. But if he wants too much money, sorry, kid, I got to let you go. Type of a position. And then you just roll with Oso and Malawach next year. But that's where I get disappointed that the young guys didn't play a ton this year. I would have liked this to be the year where Malawich gets a lot of experience. Instead of going into next year going, well, he's still young. He still needs some experience. I feel like you wasted that opportunity this year. But it was a good season, Dale. Can't complain about it at all. Now, we play the Trailblazers coming up here. Trailblazers ended up tying the Clippers, won the breaker there. So Suns, tiebreaker. Suns, Portland play tomorrow night, 7 p.m. here in Phoenix. Suns have to win this game. Period. End of story. If you lose this game, you might as well lose the next game. I get why you still want to make the play. Anything can happen. It's not going to happen against. It's not going to happen, folks, against Oklahoma City.
Well, you still want the 2 playoff games.
That's my point. If you're Ishbia, you want the 2 home games. But if you're a fan and you have to buy tickets, okay. Me as a fan, don't make me buy 2 tickets to watch a team get blown out and swept in 4. Maybe you win one and it's a 5-game series. Don't make me buy 2 playoff tickets at that increased price to watch that. Just don't. I'm not interested. To win tonight, I'm more interested in going to a Spurs. Even if the Spurs series is a sweep, I'm more interested in that series than I am.
Just to be clear, tomorrow night.
What?
Just to be clear, tomorrow night. So people are looking for the game tonight.
Oh, is it tomorrow night? Did I say tonight?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, it is tomorrow night. I said tomorrow like 7 times. I messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather see the Spurs. That'll buy 2 tickets to go watch. I think the Suns can make those games. Whether they win them or not is another story, but I think they can make that a series.
Well, you can talk yourself into it as they went 2-2 against the Spurs.
And should have won at least one other one.
And the other one, they lost 101-100.
And that was
without Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
So you can talk yourself into now. Is San Antonio too young to even know that there's a playoff mode?
Well, that's the questions you got.
At least there's some questions. You can talk yourself into going, hey, They could make that a series.
I'll go a step farther. I think the Suns with Dylan Brooks are more ready to play playoff basketball than the Spurs are in terms of the physicality and the way the refs might call that series.
Right.
So that would give you a slight advantage. But you played them close enough in the regular season that at least, even if you got swept, those should be 4 really good games, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Whereas with the Thunder, yeah. So you have to win tomorrow night. Now, I think Portland's going to be easier to dispatch of than the Clippers, but that's not I'm not knocking the Portland in this. Portland's going to be a tough out. They have some good guys that can show up tomorrow night and beat the Suns. Period. End of story. They can. Do you know what the season record is between these two, by chance?
I don't.
I know the Suns struggle with Portland a little bit at times this year. This isn't going to be an easy game. But I think the Suns match up against the Trailblazers a little bit easier than they did because Kawhi Leonard was what kind of scared me a little bit on the Clippers side because he could just go off and beat you by himself, kind of a deal. So I don't think it's going to be an easy game tomorrow night, but I think the Suns should come in here and win it. We'll talk more about it tomorrow with Bruce Cooper, of course, when he comes in. But I'm excited. Playoff basketball is back, Dale.
In the Valley.
Well, here, yes.
In the Valley. It seems like it's been forever.
Isn't that amazing that for the last 3 years we were just like title runs and missed the playoffs or kept blown out in the first round?
Well, I had a hard time getting excited about the NBA playoffs because if your team's not in it, it's unlike the NCAA tournament where your team can be out of it, but there's still excitement to be seen and had and whatever. NBA, yeah, but it'll be fascinating to see how they come out tomorrow. Are they tight? Are the Suns tight? Are they not tight? Portland has one of the best defensive ratings in the NBA.
Yes.
Do the Suns struggle making shots early? We've seen them do that before. I think it could be a really good game.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about if the Suns lose tomorrow night, it's going to be because they don't play well. Not that Portland plays so well that the Suns can't be. And what I mean by that is we see the Suns that can't score. We see the low-scoring Suns out there. We see the arguing with the refs all the time, stuff to that effect, is what we're looking at. You get upper-level tickets right now for the Suns game tomorrow night. Plenty of tickets available. Upper level for $175, Dale.
Whew. I think that sounds better to watch it on TV. Although, did you see the what's happening with the NBA new TV deal? It used to be that the local broadcast teams did the first round.
Well, no, it was national, or you could watch the local guys.
But the local guys were there.
Yeah.
And now there's no local guys.
Yep, they shunned us. Your boy Kevin Ray. What's he doing with his extra time?
He's off.
Yeah. What's he doing now?
I'm sure he'll be at the game tomorrow.
He gonna party it up? Is he like now? He's just like
he'll be in the rah room with Holberg.
That is, yeah, no, I did see that. That's like actually a big uproar. Even Mike Breen, the national broadcaster, said this is stupid.
Well, does Breen do the New York Knicks game?
He does the local games.
Yeah,
but he'll be. I mean, working national, but that's all. That's the money thing right there. Make more money from the national guys. But yeah, so there are some, just so you know, there are some upper levels at $58 in the corners. So it is not all. I was looking mid-court there for $175. So $58 upper levels to get in tomorrow night, minus fees. I'm not going to be surprised if that doesn't drop a little bit before tomorrow night. I don't think it's going to go up. I think the price is going to go down.
Don't you want to be in there, Steve, to celebrate a play-in victory?
I'll wait for the Spurs game. I'll wait for the Spurs series. And you better not, if you're down 2-0 to the Spurs, I'm not even interested at that point. But you're 2-1, I'll buy that fourth game. I'll go to that fourth game in 2 seconds. Heck yeah. Let's do it, baby. To me, it's all about value, Dale. It's all about value. It's not being in a building and watch them. I don't care if they win or lose in the building, but it's got to be a good series. But I don't want to, like, they're down 3-0. I'm not going to that fourth game. So that's a waste of time. It's not the money. It's a waste of time. Yeah, but what if they win? Yeah, great. Then it's 3-1, and they lose in wherever they're going.
You know what I also look at? See, I go one step further, Steve, than you. I also look, are the Diamondbacks in town or out of town? And they're out of town. They'll be in Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore this week.
So that means it'll be a little easier getting around downtown
Today, but when
tomorrow
if they make the next round, they play tomorrow. And if they lose tomorrow night, they don't play till Friday again. Folks.
Really?
Yeah. So if you win tonight, you get even more time off to get guys healthy. That's the other reason why you need to win tomorrow night. Is you get extra time off and stuff to that. I do hate this play-in thing because it stretches out the start of the actual playoff series like a whole week, man. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's why Oklahoma City last night, they played Lou Dort for a little bit. I think if anybody was healthy, they're going to play him for a few minutes because they're off till next Sunday.
Yeah, it's. I hate this. I hate this. Hate it. NBA playoff, even the first rounds feel like they go on for like 9 years. They play and then they have like 7 days off and then they play again. It's just like, what is happening?
Well, it's like baseball. The teams that don't play in the wild card part of it, they get out of their rhythm.
Yeah.
Now, does NBA have a rhythm with all the sitting down anyway? I don't know, but a week is a long time to go.
So you also have Clippers, Golden State Warriors in the West. They're battling it out there. Winner of that game will play the loser of the Suns-Portland series coming up as well. So you'll be watching. Well, we'll know that game's after the Suns play. So we'll know if the Suns win, if we have to pay attention to that game. It all coming up as well. So there we go. We'll talk more NBA and Suns tomorrow with Bruce Cooper joining us. But before we leave off the NBA here, NBA ratings are down. Their revenue's down. Their salary cap's going to be down next year. Now, we're not talking huge numbers, but $1 million, $2 million. That's a big numbers, right, in terms of what we're talking about. This is the first season in NBA history where 8 teams had 55-plus losses. How many teams are in the NBA, Dale?
30.
8 out of 30.
Almost 30% of the teams.
Is that real? You just make that up? Or
well, 10 out of 30 would be 33%.
Okay.
See, that's sort of math. That's popping right in there. Class of 1980, baby. Are you checking that?
26% is the actual
I said almost 30%.
26.7%. I was checking. That's ridiculous.
Yes.
I mean, I talked about it one time after you had left to go play golf or go do something.
Right.
I talked about the haves and have-nots. The NBA is 2 leagues right now. It's the teams that want to win and get into the playoffs. It's the teams that just want to lose all the time. That's more proof of it there. It gets worse. It's the first season in NBA history in which 8 teams had a win percentage of .333 or worse. Don't even win a third of their games now. 8 teams.
And the owners don't mind if you find me $1 million or $2 million or $3 million. Yeah. They don't mind that.
Nope. Cheaper than
their franchises are worth $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 billion.
The one team I take out of this is Indiana. They had a lot of injuries. Obviously, Halliburton getting hurt, and they didn't re-sign guys because of that, and they let guys go. So Indiana's the one team that I kind of am like, I'll give them a pass this year, even though they could have fielded a better team. I'm willing to give them a little bit of pass. But how many years has Washington been terrible? How many years has Brooklyn been terrible? How many years has Utah been terrible? Sacramento, the Grizzlies. Dallas traded their best player, and they got the best rookie 19-year-old on the face of the planet. And they're terrible this year. New Orleans, how many years have they been bad, Dale?
Yeah.
They're not willing to win. They're not willing to put the money into it and win. This is more than tanking. This is tanking a whole season before the season starts.
Well. And this is where the NBA is in trouble. It's the fact that you look at it and go,
unwatchable.
If you're somewhere between 7 and 12, 8 and 12 in the NBA, you need either a huge free agent to sign with you, which is unlikely,
yeah,
or you need to have some star college player come join you. Otherwise, you're just going to continue to be.
But that doesn't even help
40,
you.
40,
Cooper Flagg's is an excellent player. I'm not going to say he's LeBron or anything yet, but he has the potential to be that. and he's the best 19-year-old ever in the league. Dallas still couldn't win.
Right.
So even that's not enough in today's day and age. I'll put it this way. 150 players were ruled out in the NBA on April 10th, which was Friday night.
Yeah.
150 players ruled out. People are buying tickets for this garbage.
That's the thing. It's not like, we'll give you 50% off since we're not trying.
Yeah. Then on top of it, man, hey, TNT, NBC, yeah, have fun airing your games this weekend when players are sitting out all weekend. On top of it, this is the bigger problem there. More than 11 NBA rosters worth of players, sat out Friday's game. So, we're talking Shai, SGA, Jokic sat out as well. This is all Friday night as well. So, what number did I just tell you? So 150. Let me make sure I got this fact straight here. 150 players ruled out for the NBA on Friday night. That's consequential players, right? Then if you want to rule out the guys that are on the bench and never play, 168 total players miss games on Friday night. So total. Now those ones, don't hurt as much when it's the 12th man and stuff like that. That's just ridiculous. Celtics on yesterday. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Kata, Hauser, Pritchard, Vucevic, and Gonzalez. If you don't know the Celtics, folks, those are the players you're going to go see if you want to buy a ticket to go see the Boston Celtics.
But yet you've got to give Boston credit because they lost their best guy too. They weren't sure if he was coming back this year.
They struggled. They struggled until he came back, but they were up and down. Let me put it that way. They don't struggle, but they got better when he came back. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm willing to give Indiana a pass because of the injury, and then they just didn't want to re-sign guys after that. It's still their fault, but I'm not going to blame them like I blame the Kings and Washington. Washington traded for Trey Young. It got worse because they sat him a lot. The NBA's got to figure out this problem.
The Indiana Pacers finished 41 games out of first place.
They won, 18, I think it was?
They won 19. Washington won 17.
Yeah, Washington got worse when they traded for Trey Young. Yeah.
And the best hockey owner in the league does not know about basketball.
No, he's let Danny Ainge run that thing into the ground. That's sinking faster than the Titanic did.
I just don't count frickin' Danny Ainge out because he'll find something.
He's doing what he did in Boston. He's just accumulating draft picks galore, and then one day it's going to be snap, and then they're going to be good. If it's like Boston, that's what's going to happen.
But that doesn't help the fans because they're paying for these tickets for 5 years.
This is year 4, year 5 of Danny Ainge doing this, so it's not. They were a 1 seed in the when the Suns went on their run to the playoffs. They were the 1 seed that year. They've been garbage ever since. But that's the problem. You have fans buying these tickets. You have fans trying to root for these. If you're any of those teams, Dallas, New Orleans, Grizzlies, Sacramento, Washington, Brooklyn, are you even paying attention to your teams? No, you don't care. You're ruining fan bases on top of it. They got to figure this out. And
because see, like the Suns, last year they didn't make the playoffs. They didn't make the play-in, but they still spent a lot of money trying to win.
They were trying to.
That was not a tank job.
Yeah,
I mean, some of the players played like it was a tank job, but
the ownership wanted to do it, and they made the necessary changes to become a playoff team again.
Yes,
and they're gonna have to make more this year to do it as well if they want to continue to get better. But that's the thing; you just gotta try. Like the Bulls, they just traded everybody at the trade deadline again. Like they're just not wanting to win, and I don't get it. But this league needs to figure it out. But playoffs are here, and these playoffs are going to be good. At least on the West. I got the hiccups. Excuse me. On the West side, this is going to be fun to go. Let's take our break here, Dale. Come on back. Let's talk something fun.
What's that?
Your Arizona Diamondbacks.
You also got the NFL draft coming, and now some stories are coming out about players.
What a shock. Is it like Eric Sewell, or what's that guy running for governor of California?
Eric Swalwell.
So is it those stories going to hurt the draft stock? Come on back, folks. The main event. Is your celebration for the second? You won 2 Super Bowls in a row. And, Rory won 2 Masters in a row. Is your celebration bigger on the second one than the first one? I would argue no, but maybe. Tell me.
Well, the thing is, in football especially, so hard to repeat.
Yes.
And
the Masters have proven it's hard to repeat.
Yeah, only 4 people have done it. Very few teams repeat in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's hard to do, and usually the second one is not as fun as the first one.
Yeah,
the ride.
Like to win it.
Yeah, the ride. Our first season, '92, nobody expected us to be there.
Does that mean though that the second one then that you enjoy it more because it is harder?
Yeah, so you celebrate harder.
Really?
Now I didn't. I went back to my hotel room, read a book, and got some good sleep. What I never understood, a little tidbit for you people out there, is that every single team does this. Super Bowl, whatever time it gets done. And then whatever time the party closes down, they always have their charter flight going back to their city, leaving like at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, super early.
People are coming in their pajamas and moaning and groaning. And the greatest one was out here because we just stayed extra day at the hotel.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're from here. You just go to your house.
Yeah, and then we spent the night at the hotel, and then anyway, did some other things.
I just like how you casually go. I went back to my room and you just said that so casual that people might actually believe you did that.
No, I was right there. One of my best friends from my childhood days. We've been friends since we were 8 years old. I got some extra Super Bowl party tickets, and he was going to try and get me drunk. That was his plan.
Yeah.
But the idiot was trying to order me Triple Jack and Cokes. He's also ordering himself Triple Jack and Cokes.
And he's like half your size.
Yeah.
Right?
I heard a story about him trying to get home in a cab, and oh, brother.
No, man, you always order water when you do that. You order water.
Yeah,
so,
or Diet Coke.
Yeah, your friends all like, how are you still standing?
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know, man.
And you know where I learned that? You'll get a kick out of this. My freshman year, our running back, Craig James at SMU, we're going to have a beer drinking contest. How many pitchers could we drink?
Pitchers. Not how many glasses.
No.
How many pitchers.
How many pitchers? And so I'm going at it pretty good. And every time I look over at him, he's almost done with his. And I'm like, oh, man, I got to go again. He didn't tell me till like a year later. He goes, Dale, every time you turned your back, I poured half my pitcher out. I'm like, oh, man. But I had to waddle back to my dormitory as a freshman. I don't even know how I made it.
That's that Saguaro education right there, folks.
That's being young and naive.
Everybody's like that. It's so great. But it is, look, the NFL draft's coming up. We are doing a draft show. We're going to release the details, but Thursday night.
Are you going to let me know the details,
yeah,
too?
well,
I'll find out then too.
I'll put it this way: it's your buddy
Yeah.
that's slow rolling this. I'm about to pull it. I'm about to pull the location myself and say this is what we're doing. But it's Thursday night, the 23rd, 4 p.m. is probably when we're gonna go live with the Draft Party. Bruce Cooper, me, you're gonna come and join us.
I am. Wherever it's at.
Wherever it's at.
Okay.
Well, it's here or it's at somebody's house bar.
Okay.
But that dude's got to actually commit to something. I have to go see it. I have to set up and everything.
Okay.
It's
Do you think he's going to let you in his house beforehand?
He said he was going to. I need to. I need to know the setup and stuff, what we need to bring and everything. But it's definitely happened. Thursday night, 23rd, 4 p.m. Where we're going to be is another story. But we're definitely doing it. Mark it down. But yeah, no, we're hearing all the stories about, the troublemakers out there. I am 100% convinced when you hear bad stories about kids starting this week and next week, it's because somebody wants them and they want them to drop to them. That's what I 100. Or somebody up high, their fan base really likes them and they don't want to take them. So that stuff comes out a little bit. So they're going to drop it. And then you go, oh, we weren't sure on that kid. And it gets your fan base to kind of get off your back a little bit.
Right.
And those stories are plentiful. So just be careful what you're hearing. There's some things out there.
Understand something, but we were talking during the break. If you're a first or maybe high second round pick, they know everything about you since elementary school.
They do an in-depth background check on you.
Yes.
And your family, by the way.
Yes. Now, if you're a fourth, fifth, sixth round pick, something might slip through the cracks. But we're talking about this Bain kid from Miami.
Ex-Miami.
Well, I mean.
Oh, no. No, before he was a Miami defensive end. Now he's an ex-Miami defensive end if you're a part of the Miami program. Yeah.
Yep.
Driving, But I mean, some teams will drive. Well, he was driving the car in the crash.
Right. But they know about it. So that's either going to affect their decision or not. They've already made that decision.
Some teams will draft him, like the Cowboys. I mean, they need to replace their safety because he's been arrested, faces drug charges today.
Yeah, but this guy's a defensive end.
I mean, I'm just
saying, that would be a Cowboy
I'm just
move.
saying some teams will take him. Raiders, Cowboys. If anything, they moved up the draft kick. Oh, wait, he got in legal trouble? He moves up. Let's put him higher on our board.
Wow.
So just be careful when you hear that stuff. 'Cause like I said, some of it's older and things to that. But one thing that happened, I think it happened on Friday, but it happened sometime this weekend. Good old Browning Nagel died over the weekend or something.
I saw that.
New York Jets back then, but was that the last really good Louisville team?
No, you had he's older than the guy in Baltimore, right?
No, those Louisville teams that Nagel played on were better than Lamar Jackson.
Really?
Louisville teams, weren't they? Yeah, I mean, Lamar Jackson had success there, but I remember those Louisville teams. They played in the Fiesta Bowl here one year, and I was like, Louisville, they were good. They were good. You were in the league with Nagel, weren't you? He's 57, so about 10 years. Yeah, so you would have overlapped.
Yeah, I would have crossed.
You would have overlapped him at that point. That was when the team that drafted Nagel drafted him over Brett Favre.
The Jets?
The Jets. Yeah, they could have had Favre, they went with Nagel.
Well, and Atlanta could have kept
Favre.
Brett Favre.
Gave rid of him too, right? So, but yeah, no, I just want to bring that up. He's not a guy that falls off of most football fans' names, but I just remember those Louisville years. Only reason I even know about those Louisville teams because they played in the Fiesta Bowl out here one year. I was like, I went to that game and I was really impressed with them when they were out. Because at first I was like, Louisville.
Right.
Who cares? But a panel rules that, shocker here, rules for the NFL, saying that they did not collude against the NFLPA. 3-person appeals panel upheld the arbitrator's decision that there wasn't sufficient evidence of collusion by teams with those quarterback conversations. Those are those emails. Kyler Murray was wrapped up in this.
Right.
Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson. Those emails were held up, of course. Michael Bidwell was involved in that with the owner of the Chargers with that contract with their quarterback and everything, Deshaun Watson. Yeah, so an appellate's court says not enough evidence. Apparently, emails saying we're colluding. The actual colluding. Lamar Jackson not getting one offer from any other team. Apparently, all of that because Lamar Jackson. Yeah, because who wants Lamar Jackson as their quarterback? Right? I mean, nobody would want that. So it makes sense he didn't get any offers, right, Dale? But all of that evidence, and everybody goes, look over here. Look over here. Don't look here. Look over there. Stupid. This is so fake and stupid. It's not even funny. And I'm rooting really hard on John Gruden's lawsuit because that's got to go to discovery now, folks. It's coming up, and that's getting ready to go. So this is going to be fun to watch because I think the NFL needs to be nailed big time here coming up here. And I'm rooting for Gruden to do it for us. Then you got Major League Baseball.
Oh.
Just like we had it. Look, I'm done with my Seawald good talk here. I mean, we need to get negative on him again.
Come on.
I'll say this about Seawald. I've come to this conclusion. I came to this conclusion last week. He's pitching really well. We got to give him credit. I've given him a ton of credit here. I'm not a big fan of his, but we got to give him credit, man. He goes in and shuts stuff down. But, man, I don't know how he's doing it. 90-mile-per-hour pitches, not amazing stuff to shut guys down, and he just keeps doing it. Like, I just keep waiting for it to end.
And I said this on Twitter.
But Saturday, he almost gave up the game.
Almost. Almost.
I don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing it. It is fun to watch, Dale, but he's not. I watch other closers, man, and I'm like, that's a closer. Then Seawald, I'm like, that's a seventh inning get out of a jam guy. But he keeps doing it.
He pitched one inning yesterday, struck out 2 batters, Steve.
I know.
He's got a 2.84 ERA.
I know.
And like I said on Twitter, because when you were hammering him about something,
and he's only 0 for 2
about the way he dresses, or
I haven't even gotten into the way he dresses.
His mustache or whatever it is that you're jumping on about today. It's almost like you're rooting for him to fail.
I'm not rooting for him.
No, you say you're waiting for him to fail.
I'm waiting for it, but I'm not rooting for it. It just, God bless him. I mean, he's doing something that he's one of those guys right now where you're watching him going, he shouldn't be doing this. And he's doing it. You got to give him props for that.
And you're doing it so begrudgingly, it's like you're not giving him props.
I'm giving him props. It's not going to last. But it is amazing to watch him out there. No, on Saturday, I think it was Saturday, I go, Seawald's coming to this game, everybody. One-run lead. And then that almost gave it up. Almost gave it up, Dale. I watched that whole ninth inning. I was holding my breath the whole time.
No, you're actually rooting for the Diamondbacks to lose so you could come in here on this morning and hammer him.
Never do that. But he's doing well, man. You got to give the guy props, and you got to give the Diamondbacks props as well. Their starting pitching, God, if Fott can stop, Fott's the guy that has to be. Merrill Kelly's coming back, pitching tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if they move Soroka and not Fott, I think I might be upset about that. Fott's got to be the guy that loses his spot. He's got to figure out how to stop that one bad inning. He pitched really well on Saturday, except for that one inning. What was that, the third inning? He pitched really well. He's got to figure that out. But if Soroka ends up having to go to the bullpen, that's actually going to anger me a little bit because he deserves to stay in the starting lineup the way he started this season.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm looking at it right now. We'll see. They haven't made any announcements yet, other than Torrey saying there's been no discussion about a 6-man rotation. See, the thing about a 6-man rotation I would like, less wear and tear on these guys. One extra day off.
So it'll be fresh for the playoffs?
I was just thinking June, July. But since you brought it up, yes, be ready for the playoffs. Yeah. Gallen yesterday, 5 innings pitched, 8 hits, 3 earned runs. And like I said, I mentioned this last week after Gallen's last start. He's just not striking. He had 2 strikeouts in this game, but he's not striking guys out right now. I call him the Greg Maddux here of this team. Now, he's not as skilled as Greg Maddux was, so don't take it that way. But he's getting guys to hit contact into the field where his guys can make the plays. And I like the way he's pitching.
Well, Tom Glavine was not a speedster.
Yeah, another guy like that painted the corners and got guys to ground out or loop out to the outfielders and things like that. Plus the bullpen. The bullpen's been lights out. There's nothing you could say about the bullpen on this road trip. I think they're under a 1 ERA for the whole road trip. I think I saw that yesterday. And it's not like they're playing scrubs on this road trip, folks.
Right. No, they're
Mets, Phillies, and now you got Baltimore this week. Good.
Keep winning series.
6 of 8 wins here. The thing I like about it, too, is they tend to lose the first game in the series and they win the other 2. Here's the other thing I just wanted to comment on that I've fallen in love with.
Oh.
I love these young guys, man. Like, I get it. Santana's on the IL. You got to play him from time to time. These young guys have to be in the lineup, period, end of story. I'm sorry. Arenado's having a terrible start to his season. You've got to find a way to get Fernandez in this lineup. You've got to keep these guys in here because they're doing something special.
Well, here's the thing. They're doing this. And do you realize Marte's batting 197? Mm-hmm. Perdomo's batting 170. Mm-hmm. And Alex Thomas is batting 143.
By the way, Perdomo went down yesterday, didn't he? I could be wrong. I thought he went down yesterday.
Okay. I did not watch the whole game.
Because he was 0 for 4. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's 170 or 160, something to that effect.
Right.
No, that's what I mean. Arenado's batting 180 and struggling out there as well. Marte came in and pinch hit for him. Yeah, 197 for Marte.
Yeah. So
that's what I mean. Get Fernandez in there, man.
And I do not believe for a minute that Ketel Marte at the end of the season is going to be batting low 200s.
You hope not.
Does anything other than you cheering for, does anything tell you that he's going to be batting low 200?
He's making good contact with the ball. It's just not going right for him right now.
Okay. And so that's, in my mind, a good thing. They're still finding a way to win.
But Tawa's batting a 107.
And your guy's on the IL.
McCann?
No.
I mean, not McCann. Miguel?
No. Oh. Who's a young kid? Lawler.
Oh, yeah.
Law.
Yeah, on the 60-day or
Law injured.
He's going to be out 68 weeks. We're going to put him on the 60-day IL. Yeah, but Fernandez is making that. He's my new World Series hopeful. It's just that Fernandez kid is special. Wild child, Waldersmith, or whatever his name is down in Reno. Now that I made fun of his name, I'm not going to think of it. He's raking down there in AAA. They got to get him up at some point this year. Get him some time with these guys struggling, with some guys struggling out there. Get the young guys in this lineup and mix them up. That's what I want to see. Even Vargas, man, he made that play at second where he's falling down and still gets it over to Fernandez there at first and got the ball over there. Just, Santana's on the IL. Even when he comes back, he can take a few days off this year. Arenado can take a few days off and just keep Fernandez in this lineup, folks. He's fun to watch. He's exciting. It's going to hit a wall at some point, and until he does, utilize him to get there. And I just don't like how they don't do that. That annoys me. But this team's fun to watch.
Yes.
You got your fun team, Dale.
And again, I like the mix of young and old guys. I like that. They start off 0-3. They got smashed in Los Angeles. That's going to happen to a lot of teams. But that also could have affected them for a week or two.
Yes.
And some of these guys are young and dumb, and they don't know if you're supposed to be excited or if you're supposed to be hanging your head. Or
I'd say that about Torrey's team, man. They're never out of the games. You lose the first game of the series 17-2 like they did the Braves. Doesn't matter. Next day, that'll affect teams the next day. They came back and beat the Braves 2 more games. So you're just never out of it. It's fun to watch. Now you go to Baltimore again. It's a long road trip here.
Yeah.
But we're going to see our boy Blaze. He's actually playing well so far in Baltimore.
So is this is the third and final series of the road trip.
Dale, and then they come home. They get to face the Blue Jays.
Yeah. Yeah.
So congratulations. They do get a day off, though. Day off on Thursday. But yeah, you come home, and you just have to face the lonely Blue Jays.
Well, the Blue Jays are only 6-9.
They've been struggling. Yeah. Oh, there's been a bunch of struggling this year. I told you guys the other day, the Tigers, Minnesota Twins are leading that division with Cleveland, who has a $63 million payroll this year, folks. Now 9-7, both of them. Kansas City, who Witt has been on base like 31 times or 30 times, and he's only scored once. Witt Jr. They're in Kansas City. Detroit's 7-9. Your White Sox, doing what they do best, there as well. But the Athletics are 8-7. The Angels are 8-8 right now as well. Oh, did you see Solar, who's still appealing his suspension? Did you see him rip the foul ball down the three-point line and nailed Mike Trout like in the ribs?
I did not see that.
Ouch. Houston Astros are 6-10 to start the season. From that side, Pittsburgh Pirates 9-6. The Brewers 8-7. Cubs 7-8. They're supposed to be the favorites to win that division as well. So there's some really disappointing teams out there. Toronto being one of them. Boston. This isn't an easy series with the Orioles. This is going to be a tough series.
Well, especially starting off against undecided tonight. I hear he's undefeated.
Is that who they have on the mound for the Baltimore?
Yeah, they have Ryan Nelson versus undecided.
Well, also, I think what the Phillies did yesterday was kind of horse crap. Where Painter, he was supposed to start, and they scratched him because of a migraine. Then he comes in the second inning and just starts mowing guys down. I know they got to him. But still, it's like, really? I've had migraines. Have you ever been able to solve a migraine that quickly?
I've never had a migraine.
I haven't been able to. I know, knock on wood. So Diamondbacks today, early start, 3:30 our time. By the way, Mets Dodgers also get underway today as well. So that'll be a fun series. 10 p.m. for that game. So you can watch Diamondbacks and switch over to that. They're calling it the $1 billion series here.
Yeah. That's a lot of money on the field, Steve.
A lot of money out there as well. WNBA draft's going on today, Dale. Who do you got the Mercury taking in their second round, 27th pick of the second round? It's only a 2-round draft. Mercury don't pick somebody until the final 4 picks. Who do you have the Mercury taking tonight? Break it down for us.
Is Caitlin Clark available again?
Perfect. Caitlin Clark. Dale has a Mercury taking Caitlin Clark.
There we go.
We'll be back tomorrow, everybody.
I've not studied up on my college girls basketball.
I just think it's funny how Mercury had no first round pick and they picked 27th or something like that in the second round. I'm like, it's a 2-round draft. So basically they're not picking. Is what you're saying. We'll be back tomorrow, folks. Have a good Monday. Tomorrow, Bruce Cooper join us. We'll talk Suns and get you ready for that playoff game. Playoff.
Play in.
Are the play-ins not the playoffs?
It feels like they should hold these in Dayton.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Then all of a sudden Arizona State would be in it. I'll finish the joke for you. See you tomorrow, everybody. Have a great night.